This video is finding you during new moon in Cancer, which is June 25th by my calculations, at least where I'm at. It could be different where you are, no worries. This message is also timeless, so trust that this message is finding you exactly when you need to hear it, even if it's not the exact date and time, etc. Okay, so with that being said, stay if you feel called. Otherwise, go ahead and scroll along. Y'all know how we do. Welcome to Peace Surrender, where we drop gems and we speak for them. So we're just going to go ahead and cleanse our space, okay? We call on our angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides connected to us in unconditional love and light, wanting to see us walk our highest path for the greatest good. Please step into this space so that I am able to deliver this message with the utmost clarity and love, and I just ask that this message finds exactly who it is meant for. Give them the hearts to really understand, give them the ears to really listen, give them the eye to see if this is for them. Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so yeah, new moon in Cancer. Okay, you guys, this is we might pull some cards because I just got this new oracle deck and I picked it up, but my intention was not to pull cards today, but apparently I might be pulling cards. So like I said, stay if you feel called, otherwise scroll along. You had your chance. 3, 2, 1, commencing message. Okay, oh, and it was 144 when I did that. 3, 2, 1 could be significant. I've been seeing that a lot, and the energy behind that. I always get the Tower card, as in like things are falling apart, but sometimes things have to fall apart to fall together, and that's what the Tower card really is, because the Tower card is going to tear down anything that doesn't need to be there. And I saw 202 on a time. Okay, so new moon in Cancer, y'all already know, new moon, new energy, new beginnings, and things of that nature. Okay, bringing in the new. It could be a time for manifesting new things. Okay, with it being in Cancer, so Cancer rules things like emotions. 222 on a time. Okay, twos are very significant. Some other keywords for Cancer is intuition, nurturing. Also moody is on the opposite side of the scale. Imagination, emotional intelligence, perception or being perceptive, and dreamy. And like it feels like Pisces energy, but also like it's a little softer. I don't know how to explain it. It's not as watery. Like it's a water sign, but it's not as watery. Okay. And I don't know nothing about like the, like, what is it, like mutable or cardinal sign. Like I don't really know what that means. I'm still learning astrology. I tell y'all that all the time. Okay, so take what resonates. Okay, so as we come into this new moon in Cancer, all right, some key themes or words. All right, vulnerability, and I just seen 3, 2, 1. Your vulnerability could be what is making you feel like you're having a Tower moment, because when you're being vulnerable, you're putting yourself out there, and that's scary, right? Like it's scary to put ourselves out there when, especially if we've been in a place, in a space and time where we're not really seen, we're not really accepted as we are. So it's kind of scary to put ourselves out there. Okay, so also openness, being open, wearing your heart on your sleeve, being an open book just came through. Tears, crying. Yes, Cancer, my Cancer babies, my cry babies. And that's okay. I'm a cry baby. I'm not a Cancer, but I'm a cry baby. I'm gonna cry if I'm happy. I'm gonna cry if I'm sad. I'm gonna cry if I'm mad. I'm gonna cry laughing. Like But tears are cleansing, and cleansing is another theme or another key word that you will notice within this new moon in Cancer. You will feel cleansed by your emotions, okay? Also, relationships could be significant. So this new moon in Cancer could really put some of your relationships under a microscope, and you will see in the ways that you interact with certain people, and it will come up whether or not the purpose or the role that they play in your life, and what that looks like, and it will kind of show you whether or not they are in alignment or out of alignment for you, okay? Also, the word connection comes up, okay? And then 444 on the time, you are divinely protected. I seen two tarot cards in my peripheral. I seen two tarot cards in my peripheral when I was in my mind's eye when I was writing these notes, and I saw the Two of Cups and I saw the Chariot card, and I think the Chariot card actually is a card for Cancer zodiac sign, but I'm not sure. And the Two of Cups, right, that has to do with like emotional fulfillment within relationship, okay? And I just saw my birthday time, and I associate that with my higher self. So also this could be an integration. It's like bringing your light and bringing your dark together. This is like union within self, and the union within self allows you to come into union with others, because you know we meet deeply. We can only meet people as deep as they have met themselves. So you are now going to be aligning with those who are on your frequency and vibration. So you may have soul family coming in during this new moon in Cancer, okay? Because it's new, we're bringing in new energy, okay? Just depends on if you've been doing the work, but I'm talking to the collective that's been doing the work. So I don't even want to mention the other side of it. Like, you're either actively doing the work, you're like, you've already shifted, you're in the middle of shifting, or like you're about to shift. Like, you are doing the work. That's the collective I'm talking to. So I was gonna apologize and be like, oh, like I hold space for everything, but this just feels like this is a sacred space for the people who show up for themselves. And if you feel offended by this message, I don't care. I just realized that I don't care. My solar plexus feels activated, which is like crazy because it's new moon in Cancer. So it's like, it's very soft, you know, but also like I'm being open, I'm being vulnerable. I no longer wish to house projections of others or the way that people view me. I no longer wish to do the emotional labor for others. That's something that could be coming up for you with this new moon in Cancer. Like, it's really bringing up emotions, okay? So some other keywords or quotes that I heard was duality. So that dark and that light, that's your integration, okay? And then I heard sit with it. I have feel it to heal it. And we have flow with the emotions. So you could very much, you might feel like you're spiraling. Some of y'all is drowning. Some of y'all is doggy paddling. Okay, but the point is we're out here where you might be barely treading water, but you're still doing the work. You're still swimming, okay? You're allowing your emotions to be. You're allowing them to come up, and you're not judging yourself. And that is what you need right now, okay? So some signs and synchronicities are tides or ocean, water, and rivers specifically, because I keep seeing like water flowing. And with the Cancer, that just made me think of the Chariot tarot card, because it's moving forward, it's action going forward. And also in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, that card has a light and a dark I don't know what they're called, but they're pulling the chariot. But this is like more confirmation of the light and the dark, the duality that you are embodying. And then, you know, with Cancer, that's like, ain't that like a 6 and a 9? That's what it looked like to me. I know it's probably something else, but it looked like a 6 and a 9 to me. And 6 is about balance, 9 is about ending. So it's like, can we get any more aligned with the energy? Can we be any more in tune and flow? Okay, exactly. Okay, so some colors. We have blue, we have green, orange, pink, and purple, okay? Blue, heavy throat chakra and heart chakra activations happening during this time in new moon in Cancer, okay? And then pink, it gives crown chakra energy. Also, so does the purple, but pink also gives me like love, frequency, vibration. Also orange for the sacral chakra, okay? So this could all be stemming from your sacral chakra. I'm getting kundalini energy, okay? but it feels like it's stemming from your sacral chakra, which is also your emotional center, which makes sense with this new moon in Cancer. So you might find yourself being a lot more creative at this time, a lot more emotional at this time. And all you really have to do is to make space for what's coming up for you. Okay. So sevens are significant. I think the Chariot card is number 7. I'm shocking myself because I wrote these notes down and I like know what I be talking about, but like I also be like half channeling, half like doing my research. So it's like I'm still shocking myself right now. Somebody needs to hear that. Somebody needs to see this. Okay. We have 333. We also have 456. If you've been following along since we have done my rebrand or my rebirthing, then you know 456 is our new number. Okay. New levels, new devils. 444, which I stated at the beginning. 222, Two of Cups energy, and 1111 has been following me like crazy. Also honorable mention for 1212 and 1010 as well. But threes, heavy sevens, heavy 2s, and 555 actually has just been coming up for me, which is the number of change, the number of transformation. I've also been seeing a lot of butterflies lately. Okay. And something that I was hearing when I was writing this was manifesting miracles. And then I heard the word magic. Okay. And then so our channel message for this new moon in Cancer is as follows. Okay. So this new moon asks you to honor your emotions instead of stuffing them down or bottling them up. Be open and vulnerable when you want to close or retreat. Soften when you're tempted to harden. Nurture yourself. Rest when you feel called to rest. Relax. Rejoice. Be gentle with yourself during this time, and be open to embracing love. And yes, love can be romantic, but love can also be platonic. And most importantly, before anything, we have to love ourselves. And I just seen one of those like dandelion wish, you know, when you got the dandelions and you blow and you make a wish, it just went past. So heavy on manifesting miracles and magic. This new moon in Cancer is going to be magical. Okay, so clock that. Y'all heard it here first, folks. Hold on, let me check on my baby. Okay, so new moon in I guess she just wanted some cuddles. Your children could be very, listen, if you got a star seed, and y'all know what I'm talking about, like I said, the collective that's here, y'all know who I'm talking to. If you have kids, your kids could be very in tune with the energy, with the stars, with what's going on astrologically. Is that the word, astrologically? I don't know. If it's not, I just made it a word. And if it is, you know, whatever. Why won't this go back? Okay, something is significant about not going back to the way that things were. Not backtracking, not backsliding, because I don't know why that just, like, it just did all that. Oh, but your kids, they could be very sensitive to the energy right now too. So if they want cuddles, give them cuddles. If they need more affection, give them more affection. You should do that anyway, not just because they're sensitive to the energies, but just because, like, we're, and as spiritual beings having a human experience, humans are wired for connection. So they need that. Like, we need love, y'all. Like, y'all know that, right? Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that we're wired for connection. Y'all know that we need love. Like physical touch is a thing, and I'm not talking about like smexual things. I'm talking about, like, sometimes you just need a hug. Sometimes you just need cuddles. The way that I've been acting is, if y'all knew, well, y'all do know, because y'all already know how I be, because y'all know how I am. Y'all know I don't care. I will get up here and cry, and that's just gonna be what it's gonna have to be. Confirmation verb from Lotus. Okay, so if your kids are needing extra loving, extra attention, extra affection, just do it. They didn't ask to be here. Okay, they just, you know, just do it. I don't know why that message is significant. Somebody needs to hear that, okay? Be gentle with yourself. You might be frustrated. You know, moms, we get touched out, especially if you're a breastfeeding mom. I'm a breastfeeding mom. Send help. Send help. But sometimes we get touched out and we get overstimulated, and that's okay. But even that is like, that is something stirring with this new moon in Cancer. Like, feel all of your emotions. Like, don't stuff that down. Don't be upset that you feel upset. You can't help that. But also don't take it out on the babies, because it's not their fault either, and they can't help that. Just hold space for yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Walk away. Take a breath. Go do some stretches. Go cry it out. Oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me. Spirit was fighting through that one. For my mothers in here, it's okay. I see y'all, especially if you're a single mom. Hats off to you. I get it. I do. We don't get days off. We don't have no help. We don't have no help for real, okay? Everybody was talking about how there was a village when you was pregnant and it was all cute and stuff, and then maybe they showed up for the baby shower and maybe it was cute at first, and then once you had the baby, there's no village. That's what people do. People want to act like, you know, they're holier than thou, and they want to this is showing you, this is putting your relationships under a microscope. This is showing you who's really for you. This is showing you the mask that people wear. This is showing you the authentic version of people. This is showing you the real and the fake, and then you gotta align yourself and make a choice, and you can either choose to go with the illusions, or you can get up out of it. Come on now. You can get up out of it with this protection card on the top of the deck, and you can call back your power, cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Y'all see they still in the box. I'm just now. So this is the Work Your Light Oracle deck, and I think it's like by Rebecca Campbell. She had a lot of good decks for me to choose from, but I felt really called to this one. Because we had a on Friday. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. And that's why they had me pick up this deck. Okay, come through, Spirit. They're going to get us right every time. Thank you, Spirit. So, on June 20th, which was a Friday, we had Summer Solstice, right? And so, that was a portal, y'all. Throat chakra energy. That was a portal, if y'all didn't know, right? And it was a light activation, and it activated within the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, were key chakras that came up. And then your inner fire, your inner flame, your inner light, okay? And then some key words were action, joy, inner child. So you may be having some inner child healing coming up, or maybe you've been feeling called to play more, to rest, like I just said with this new moon in Cancer. And then the Sun tarot card and the Judgment tarot card, as in judgment is being called and everything is being put into its rightful place. So when I say like that was a portal, some people didn't make it through the portal. I'm talking to the ones that did. Congratulations. Yes, I'm talking to the ones that did. I see you. We're here, friend. Okay. Nourishment as well as hydration. It's hot, y'all. I know we want to be out sun gazing. I know we want to be out, you know, catching the sun, having all that fun in the sun. My right ear. Yeah, it's hot. Drink your water, especially with this new moon in Cancer too. So it's very balanced energy. This is a renewal. This is a rebirth. The portal that you have just gone through is like the womb space. That's why it activated within the sacral chakra and the solar plexus energy. This is very much womb space energy, okay? This is a new cycle. And the light activation, it was activating your divine light. It was activating all that you are, your purpose, all that you are at your core, beyond space and time, okay? I'm talking to y'all. This is a very, very sacred transmission right now. So if you're here, make no mistake that this message is for you. I set the intention that this message finds who it needs to find, and it might not be a lot of us, but if you're here, make no mistake, this found you for a reason. Please, please, we need y'all, please, okay? We need y'all, we need us all together on the same page, okay? So the channel message for the summer solstice portal, okay? And the reason I didn't get up here, because I just heard, I don't know why, like I was gonna do a separate video, and I feel like somebody was like, why isn't this like separate? Because it goes together. And I wasn't up here for the summer solstice because, ladies, my cycle showed up. Mind you, it was late. it was late, so I thought that I was gonna miss, you know. And no, it was just late, and it lined up with this, and Spirit was like, sit down and you'll give the message when it's time to give the message, and not everybody needs to know. That was a sacred time for me. I was going through activations during that time, so if I didn't go through those activations, I wouldn't understand or understand what I'm telling you right now, and I wouldn't be able to transmit this message in the way that is being spoken right now, because I wouldn't have been activated. I asked one of my regulars who just came to me for a reading how scary accurate that reading was. It scared me too when she told me the activations are activating. Like, I'm really seeing right now, okay? So if you're aligning with this message and you're wondering what's going on, why things are very magical, we're here, babe. You did it. We shifted, okay? So the channeled message for the summer solstice energy, all right? Where you once were feeling stagnant, you will find that you are coming into a time of action. However, this is not the kind of action that causes burnout. This is divine flow in action. This is consistency without rushing. This is not hustling. This is a time of working smarter, not harder, making time for play and rest, and knowing when to do which. This is honoring the divine masculine within in complement to the divine feminine, allowing the action to be taken in alignment with the internal activation of divine feminine. And no matter how many times I reread that last part, I don't understand that on a brain level. My mind does not get that, but I understand that on a soul level. It resonates somewhere in my body. So do not ask me to repeat that. Please rewind it if you didn't get it, and allow that to activate your inner knowing, because I don't get that in my mind. The last thing I said about the activation with the masculine and feminine, it makes sense in my body, in my spirit, but in my mind, I cannot further explain that to you, okay? Again, if this is for you, you are going to know, because there's some very magical stuff going on right now that just simply cannot be explained, okay? So some of the colors for this were yellow, orange, red, and brown. So this is very much root chakra energy. And I was being told about not the soul star, the root. Is it the root star chakra? Not the root star, the earth star chakra. There it is, the earth star chakra. This is very deep rooted, like, if you've been feeling called to connect with ancestors, y'all know we've been talking a lot about ancestors this year. This is getting back to your roots. This is activate. That's why I said this is that divine light activation. That light that is in your solar plexus, that light that cannot be taken, that light that it's always been there. It can dim, but it can't be stolen. It might have some stuff thrown on top of it a little bit. It's 2222, okay, but it's there. It's there. That is what we are speaking on. Please, camera. Please, camera. So, with that being said, some numbers, signs, and synchronicities. We have 711, we have 456, we have 555, 222, 444, 1234, and 1111. And as you can see, these are pretty much almost the exact same numbers as the new moon in Cancer. Hence, this is why these messages had to go together, okay? And some themes or some other synchronicities you might notice are gardens. What, baby? Well, she didn't want to be held anymore. But she wants to be nearby. That's okay. So some themes that might be coming up are gardens, plants, flowers, herbs, nature, fire, and water, balance, and flow. Those are some keywords, balance and flow. But notice this summer solstice is about your inner flame. This is about the fire. But notice the new moon in Cancer is about the water. And notice with the Two of Cups, I keep talking about duality, and I keep saying you're light and you're dark, you're feminine, you're masculine, fire, masculine, feminine, water. Integration. This is past self with future self coming to meet you at your present self to activate you. This is integration. This is alignment for the assignment. This is alignment for the assignment, okay? So with that being said, Yes. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. Okay, so we're just gonna... Angels, archangels, ancestors, and spirit guides connected to us in unconditional love and light, wanting to see us walk our highest path for the greatest good. I'm thinking we're only gonna do... I was gonna say 3. We're not even gonna do 3. We're gonna do 2 in honor of 2 of Cups, in honor of duality. Okay, so I was gonna say 3, but we're only gonna do 2 in honor of I really want to say these 2. I really want to say these 2. Spirit is saying these 2. I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, so align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And then we have break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So align your life is simple. That is where we were just talking about. It's going to show you the relationships in your life and what is not serving you. It's going to show you what exactly is in alignment with you and what no longer resonates and what can no longer take up space in your space, because you got places to be and people to see. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And then it's crazy too, because like it's really magical, because didn't I just said we've been talking about the ancestors? If y'all have been following me this year, we've been talking about ancestors. Break the chain. Like, I can't. And I just picked this card up and look what's behind it. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. This is a divine light activation. So this is bottom of the deck energy. Divine light activation. I can't make this up, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to re-break the chain. And then we're going to try to close out this transmission, I guess is what we're going to call it. So ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. Let me read that again. Hold on, because that got me. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line. If you're here, it's probably maternal. It could be paternal, but I've been reading for maternal line, and it's a reason that I said that. Whew. Healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. Did I not just say that? Oof. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. 7 generations. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. So the action that you can take. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team, your tribe, your friends, your healer, your coach, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. And for some of you, you're out there and you like, I don't have that. That's why I was pointing to me. Come see me. And yeah, I offer like paid readings and stuff like that, but not even just that. When I get up here and I do this stuff, this is free game. And a lot of people don't really watch my content. And that's not to say like I'm upset about that. It's just like, I haven't found the people that truly align with me yet. I'm okay with that. I'm here, I'm anchoring in my light, and I'm trusting that the people that are meant to find me are going to find me. So if you're feeling alone, you're not. You're here with me. I see you. You see me. That's why you're here. That's why you gravitated here. So align your life. This new moon in Cancer is going to expose these patterns. It's going to expose these ancestral patterns. It's going to expose what needs healing. But if you choose to stuff it down or bottle it up, you are going to have a hard time releasing. I'm gonna be honest with you. The collective that is here, you are going to be able to free yourself. The collective that is here, you are going to get through this activation. You're gonna pass with flying, some of y'all with flying colors, some of y'all barely by the skin of your teeth, but that's okay. You're gonna pass. No matter which side of the scale you are on, though, you need to be gentle with yourself. It's about being honest with yourself and where you are. It's about showing up even when it's hard. It's about trusting that you are always where you are meant to be when you need to be there. It's about seeing your light. Because when you see yourself through your true lens, it allows others to see you instead of them seeing you through this distorted, broken energy. So, with that being said, first of all, thank you, Spirit, because I didn't even know. I went to, excuse me, confirmation. I'm telling y'all, I went to pick up my journal because I had already wrote these. I wrote the summer solstice last week before it happened, and I went ahead and I channeled and I did my research and stuff for new moon in Cancer. I think yesterday. My left ear is going off, but I did not expect. This is news to me as much as it's news. Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Cancer is what? Water. Jump in. Dive in. Head first. Do a headstand. Do a backflip. Do whatever it is that you need to do, but jump in and don't be scared. Don't be. She heard that tapping. She almost exposed me on the camera. Now calm down, girl. And she tried to expose me. You're about to be exposed. You're about to feel naked and afraid. I don't know nothing about that show, but that could be significant, okay? But you're safe though, because when you allow this unfolding to happen in your life, you allow it to be beautiful. You allow it to be sacred. You allow yourself to be seen. You allow yourself to be held. You allow yourself to be loved. You allow yourself to be cherished. You allow yourself to be sovereign. You are taking back your light. You have now been activated. You are crowned. You are crowned the light of your lineage. You are crowned your ancestors' saviors, and not like no savior complex. Y'all don't get up here and get in your ego. You are the one that your ancestors have been waiting for. You are who they have been calling on. You are who they have been praying for. They were praying for you, and they knew you was coming before you was even thought about. 7 generations back, y'all, that's crazy work. I seen 3311, okay? So be gentle with yourself right now. I hope that you enjoyed this activation. Make sure you drink plenty of water, especially after this. You might cry. Cry if you need to. You're going to cry anyway because it's new moon in Cancer, but you might cry after watching this or during watching this, because this has literally been an activation. You might be like, but you was just talking to me. 33 on the time. Wait till you see. Wait till you see. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I like to read the comments. I don't get a lot of comments, but I also just told y'all I haven't really found everybody that's aligned with me. You just gonna turn my page? Give me this. What? Oh, thank you, Lotus. We're turning the page to the next chapter. We're turning over a new leaf. Thank you, baby. She be so in tune. Your babies need y'all. Moms, I know we tired, but it's okay. It's gonna work out, okay? I will see y'all when I see y'all next time for the next reading or transmission or talk or whatever it is that we're doing. Thank you for sharing a space with me. I ask that your feet be guided along your path. May your hands be blessed in all you touch. May your hearts have the capacity to give and receive love as it should be. And may you have the clarity to embark on your journey in absolute wisdom. I hope these gems resonated with you, and yeah, take them in or don't, you know, do what you will. But whatever you decide to do with these gems today, or do what you will, but whatever you decide to do with these gems today, may love lead you, may peace hold you. Okay?